And now, reviews.
So this is Cocaine Bear. Cocaine Bear is directed by Elizabeth Banks and written by Jimmy Warden and stars Alden Ehrenreich, Kerry Russell, O'Shea Jackson Jr. and many others. This is and actually, sadly, this is one of Ray Liotta's last films. Yes, it is a real shame. But yeah, so the plot of Cocaine Bear, which is loosely based off a true story, and I mean loosely based.
That's like what I wanted to ask, because I know about the news article talking about like the whole Cocaine Bear thing, because it became a meme, and I watched the trailer when the film was coming out, because my girlfriend sent it to me, and I thought, this looks horrible. So. Was I right or was I wrong?
Well, let me get into the plot, right? So when I say loosely based, some of the events of this did happen. So basically, there's this cargo plane filled with cocaine, and a bunch of the packages fell into this Georgian forest in which a bear in real life did eat it, but sadly didn't go insane. I say sadly.
No, he just died.
No,
It just died.
It just died because it ate all the cocaine.
Yeah.
But yes, so
it's quite upsetting.
That's a lot of cocaine.
Yeah, so that's the true version. But here we have once again. The cocaine has dropped in the Georgian forest, but a bear eats the drugs, and it goes on an extremely violent rampage and quickly becomes addicted to coke. And all these groups of different people, including Kerry Russell, trying to look for her daughter who's skipped school with this other kid, and as well as the cops and drug cartel, or should I say just drug dealers, are going in to try and find the cocaine. So that's pretty much the premise. And genre-wise, look, it's
like
going
a comedy.
Yes, it is a comedy, action comedy, right? And it's obviously from the title and from the trailer. It's obviously trying to, from that, it's just trying to draw people in from the silliness and stupidity of the premise, right? And it's trying to be very B movie. That's what obviously it's aiming for.
Yes.
The problem for me with Cocaine Bear is that it feels just so clunkily put together. It's a film where there's just far too many characters. There's far too many groups of people, and it's trying to they're all just trying to riff and do different styles of comedy. You have the kids who curse. You have, the drug dealers in one sensitive because his girlfriend's just died. And then you have the cop and
just
stuff.
from the just from the trailer itself, they introduced at least 10 different people and killed a bunch of them on screen on the trailer, which, by the way, trailers, stop revealing shit about your plot, please. Just give us an idea. And that's it.
Also, with the whole B-movie thing, I feel like at times the film actually kind of also takes itself a bit too seriously, weirdly enough. There's this whole bit where the bear is coming after one of the kids and one of the park rangers who have climbed up some trees, and the music doesn't really... The music is so heavy and really serious, Hans Zimmer drums-esque, where it's and it's trying to be a horror film, and I'm like, why? This isn't. It feels really wrong, and also, like I said, it was really clunky. It feels just like a bunch of scenes strung together in order to here's some comedy. The bear is kind of missing in a bunch of it. It's very weird, and maybe it's because it's a full CGI bear, and I understand that costs a lot of money. But also, the problem is...
but they could have...
What are you saying?
They could have gone with the whole idea of, a more Coen's brother kind of take on it, with, introducing a bunch of local characters, introducing the drug dealers, and then developing their stories, with the Cocaine Bear just being, a central thing that happens to
and
them,
I think that's, like you're saying, I think that's what it's going for. But also, like I said, it has all these scenes just strung together and clunkily put and edited together in order to, make it seem like a lot's going on, and that could be good if the scenes were funny. That could be good, but the main problem is that it's not really that funny, and also
it ain't no Naked Gun.
There's a weird lack of energy in the film from a film with cocaine in the title. There's a lot of scenes where it just there's no energy or rhythm to the comedy or the scenes or the acting. It's just we're just saying the dialogue, and it's just really run-of-the-mill stuff. And then when you get to the third act, the finale itself is just so lazily done. It's we're just in this edge of this cave thing, and this guy's got a gun, and he's give me the drugs, and then it's a wee scuffle, and then it feels really kind of lazy. I will say there's one really funny scene, like you're saying, goes on the trailer. The whole sequence where one of the park rangers is like, she's very accident prone and then causes a lot of accidents. That physical stuff's quite funny. And then dealing with the whole ambulance team and trying to get out of the forest. That scene itself is very funny. I think that's the highlight of the film, which they've put in the trailer. So you could probably just watch that scene online. But yeah, I don't know. Cocaine Bear just wasn't that fun. I was expecting it to be very B-movie. I was expecting it to be kind of trashy and silly and fun.
Yeah, kind of Sharknado-y, kind of like...
But it just isn't. Like, it doesn't embrace its B-movie quality. It doesn't embrace the silliness of the title. It doesn't just
because, like,
go
that's
with
the
it.
thing. For me, for a movie like for a movie like that to work with such a silly premise and stuff, like, you really have to go full in. Like Kyle was talking about, like, the things that he liked about Naked Gun earlier, and like the 80s episode, and like, just go all the way. Like, if you're trying to get that laughter, you have to go all the way. If you just do a little joke and that's it, and take yourself too seriously, you're not really gonna get that same feeling of outrageousness, of like, what the heck is going on, you know? And that's really what causes, like, things like the movies like fucking Sharknado to be fun to watch. Like, it's so over the top, to the point that even though the writing is terrible and the filmmaking is very questionable, you're sticking around because it's entertainingly, like, over the top.
It's ridiculous. And I just, like, why isn't this more ridiculous? Yeah, there is, like I said, the best scene in the film is the ridiculous, like, over the top. The bear is chasing up with an ambulance, jumping in an ambulance, killing everyone. That stuff's fun, and I just wanted more of that. But it's just, a lot of the time, you're spending it with these characters who aren't really that interesting and aren't that funny. And that's really the problem with Cocaine Bear. I'd probably give this a... I guess I can't get too mad because it's called Cocaine Bear, but also it didn't really embrace its qualities.
It knows what it is.
4. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it. I think there's a lot funnier stuff out there.
See, at this point, it's less about the numeral score and more like, just don't go watch it.
It's like, I can't really. I'm not.
Like, it doesn't matter what I give it. Just don't go watch it.
It's not like Ant-Man the Wasp, where that actually, like, annoyed me and was like, just whatever. Sure.
Like,
it's a 4 out of 10.
It's not actively hurtful.
Yes, it's not actually. It's
just
I would
boring.
want this film to succeed more, because hopefully we'd get more ridiculous things. I mean, look, Universal is weirdly going for this. Like, they came with Violent Night a few months ago with the Santa killing everyone, and that premise was... I think that film was much stronger than Cocaine Bear. But I'm kind of enjoying Universal going weird and just doing these mad original IPs, although some of them aren't.
It's what happens when you're running out of everything.
Like,
you just gotta throw shit at the wall.
I just wish some of this stuff was a bit stronger.